A very good morning, everyone. It's George Bayruthi here from FS Securities. Give you the market report for Thursday morning, the 7th of April 2022. We start with see what happened overnight. We find that Wall Street was down 0.4% and the S&P 500 down 1% and the Nasdaq Technology Index was down 2.2%. BHP in New York was up 0.2% and Rio was up also 0.1%. Tesla down 4.2%. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, was down 2.4% on the back of Germany's DAX 1.9% and the French CAC. Spot gold was down 0.2%, finished at $1,919 US per ounce. Brent crude oil down 5.2% to $101.90 US per barrel on the basis that so many millions of barrels will be released into the market from various angles of or various corners of the world. The US West Texas crude oil down 5.4%, again back below the $100 US per barrel, second time this month. Iron ore price was down 0.4%, still trading around $160 US per ton. The Australian dollar is a bit weaker today against the US, 74.4 US cents, down from yesterday almost 76 cents. As a matter of interest, the 10-year yield for Australia is 2.93, and that is actually up nearly 0.4, almost 0.4%, nearly half a cent, and that of course will affect the borrowers who borrow money for housing loans. As a matter of interest, 1.76 was the lowest level several months ago, and we've seen now it's 1.2% higher, about 1.2% higher. Bitcoin this morning is a bit less, dropped from nearly 46,000 to 43,300 US, and that converts to approximately 57,600 Australian dollars, down from 60,700 yesterday. All right, we go and see what happened over 3 days. Here we've got this morning, the Dow was down 144 points. However, when you look at over the last 4 days combined, you'll find that over 4 days, the Dow was down 0.5%, the S&P 500 down 1.1%, and the Nasdaq 2.4% over 4 days. You can see yesterday, or the last 24 hours, the market was down 0.4%, and that's the Stoxx 50, I'm sorry. In Europe, most stocks are up over 4-day period. On our market, we are down 9.5 points, or 0.1% over 3 days. And the futures this morning indicating that most likely the market will open 48 points lower, or 0.6%. Gold over 4 days is down $28 US per barrel, and silver down 2.5% over 4 days. And copper, the economic barometer, was down nearly 1% over 1 day. Brent crude oil down 3.6%, and West Texas crude oil 3.4%. All right, we now go to stocks with higher volume than average. We find that the only thing on the bullish side, Endeavour, and you can see here the volume is only 1.2 times the average volume. This is actually 3.87 million volume, average volume over 50 days. If you work out the average, the moving average over 50 days, it works out to be 3.8. Well, yesterday we've seen 3.6 million. So the volume was actually 1.2 times, or 120%, and the price was actually 1.1% higher than the day before. And the rest here is actually bearish if you're actually trading the market shorts. Medibank was down slightly, and the volume wasn't a great deal. On the mid cap, this one here, Pact Group, was down nearly 1.8%, and the volume was nearly double. Sigma Healthcare down 2% yesterday, and the volume was 1.5 times. Okay, we go to stocks, most active stocks. Sayona Mining up 8% yesterday. Whitehaven 5.5%. But Sayona, the fair value is actually 30 cents and trading around 34 cents. So it's really reaching the fair value. Whitehaven, again, the fair value is below the current price. Flight Centre 3.5%, QBE 1.4%, and all these companies happen to be, the price happens to be below the fair value. Finally, we go now to advance and decline. You can see here that 46% of all the stocks traded on the decline and 23.7% advanced, and 30% did not move. But look at the volume was actually lower than the previous day, and the previous day again the declines were higher than the advanced stocks, and the volume dropped. But here 43%, that's 2 days ago, that's yesterday, day before 43% of all the stocks went up and the volume was the highest. So that was extremely positive. Well, that's all from us here at FS Securities. Trade safely and wisely and have a fantastic day.